Asteroid Deimos 875. For billions of years, this hunk of rock just sat here in the most godforsaken quadrant of the universe. It just sat here cooking up its special blend of promethium. An energy source so powerful it can fuel an entire planet. Or blow it to hell. Our science pukes back home sent out thousands of probes to search for this crap. And once we found the mother lode, shit, everything changed. We arrived first and laid claim to the rock. Now it was our rock, our promethium, and business was good. Then the Varus arrived. Sure, they looked different than us, but they wanted the same goddamn thing, and lots of it. At first, it looked like we'd all get along just fine, but then something happened, and things got ugly. Real ugly. Those bastards attacked and we got the shit kicked out of us. Sure, we fought back, but it didn't go so well. Now the Varus have gone underground, cut off all communication. So the UE is sending us in to bury this place. Because if we can't have it, nobody can. Let the fun begin.
Insertion complete. Jack, how do you read?
Fine.
I forget you're real chatty. Ray and I are going to run Overwatch from low orbit, guide you through. Markers will appear on your visor. Let's see about getting you in. Main entrance sealed off. Stand by for plan B.
The hell? Iris, where's my entrance?
I missed.
Wonderful. A computer that miscalculates.
Learn to shoot straight into the bull, then criticize my targeting.
Ladies, can we review the game plan here?
Use the element of surprise to sabotage as much of the refinery as we can, and get the hell out before the Vorus even know what hit them. No heroics.
Get in, poke around, pull out, no heroics. Sounds like your idea of a perfect date.
Very funny, Jack.
All right, you mothers. By the power vested in me by UE command... Make an official log. The call to lay down arms has gone unanswered.
No trouble.
Watch for enemy laser sights.
Well, that'll help.
5 explosion kills. Explosion streak. Found bonus.
Well, yes, I do have practice with that area. It's almost like I played through it 100 times, testing out performance. Hooray, so hello and welcome to Alien Rage. Really rage-tastic game. No, I'm not gonna do a friggin' rage-themed title every video this time. So basically, this is, as far as I can tell, the most recent title to come out of City Interactive, who are otherwise known for... brutal. Otherwise known for Sniper Ghost Warrior and a bunch of lesser-known low-budget titles that I don't even know the names of. What I know about it so far is it's something that's intended to be, you know, more old-school style and play. And I think City Interactive got their definition of old school from Bulletstorm, because... well, nothing says old school like infinite ammo pistols, objective markers that show you where to go, regenerating health, ADS, and shitty engines like Unreal Engine 3, haha. Yes, this engine is pretty fucking terrible. So just just to kind of show off, running at these settings, I can't do anti-aliasing. And I can't adjust my field of view because left mouse button the game decided to stop reading the left mouse button as an input in the menu UI, because it's really expertly created, obviously. So yeah, playing this on hard as well. Tried it on brutal, but it is just too brutal for me. Just ain't good enough. So, yeah.
This is Dr. Karen Matheson. To anyone who may be listening, all of this is just one big, terrible mistake, and not figuratively. I mean, now, if you're hearing this, there still may be hope. You must find all the logs I left around the station and bring them back to UE Command as proof. They need to understand, and I need my family to know that I did everything I could. I don't know.
Dr. Karen Matheson. Yeah, I remember her from the staff roster. Her logs may be the key to making heads or tails out of this shit.
Agreed. Need to find more.
Hooray! Right, so if there's any consolation, it's in the fact that it's at least kind of like Rage, you know, where, as far as I can tell, ADS is completely optional. It doesn't really give you any magic benefits like some modern military shooter would.
Whole lot of them down here. UE were monitoring space around the rock, and only a couple of freighters arrived since Voris took control.
Which begs the question, where's all the muscle coming from?
Oops, our particle effect is kind of flying up the elevator. Anyway, yeah, I haven't really gotten too far in the game at this point, so I'm going to be falling out of the I have an idea of what the fuck I'm doing territory pretty quick.
Iris, dead end.
Stand by. I'm hacking the central grid.
No intrusion nerve gas this time, if you please.
That was years ago and an honest mistake.
Always nice to see AI components having, you know, personalities. And that's one of the things that made Cortana kind of enjoyable in the Halo series. You know, she actually had something resembling a personality instead of, okay, you need to go here, I am a robot, blah blah blah. This is the best way to get around, obviously.
Shit. The door's got a mechanical conduit isolated from the system.
Meaning?
Just blow it.
Now you're talking.
Old school, right? Your depth of field effect just kind of... Okay. Had a really... sharp...
Worker drones, leave them. No threat.
They took our jobs.
So funny. Pretty sure that's from, like, South Park or some shit. Is that really something you want to reference? Meanwhile... Yeah. I'm on the fence here. I may need to, adjust my, Is this guy still alive? He was. May need to adjust my sensitivity here. Then again, can I? Because for fuck's sake, I can't. So I'm just gonna have to use the DPI switch. Oh well. It's about time I had a reason to really use that again.
That's what I call resourceful.
Announcer dude sounds like, you know, whoever the hell did the announcements for the Halo multiplayer components. Who subsequently sounds like the dude who did the voiceovers for the... Wow, Invisible Wall, fantastic. For the, Americanized version of Dragon Ball Z.
Cloak signatures detected beyond this door. Look for field distortions due to movement.
In English?
Shoot anything that moves, including the air.
Okay. Anyway, old school door opening. I gotta admit though, yay, cutscenes for every new enemy type. I gotta admit, a lot of what I'm doing here is just making fun to make fun. This is actually, so far from what I've experienced, a pretty fun game. So it's basically the opposite of Sniper Ghost Warrior.
Both barrels.
Nice. So, well, I'll be able to make a better determination a bit later on, after I've completed the game, but, it's possible that this might actually be more, deserving of a sequel than Ghost Warrior was.
Barrels.
Yep, nothing says old school like a 3-weapon limit. Eh? Really a 2-weapon limit with a backup pistol. Well, I suppose that could be... Well, no, the way the pistol works could be old school in the style of Alien vs. Predator, but every game in that series kind of sucks, so, eh.
Both barrels.
I gotta say, though, something I really don't like is I really do not like the fact that... Oh, hello. Secondary fire ammunition is shared between all weapons. Hello. You're breaking the laws of physics. Oh, no, never mind. It just looked like this glass was broken for a bit. Never mind. Still alive, though, apparently. Yeah, another complaint would definitely have to be the fact that the little pointless tutorial at the beginning. Once again, old school, right?
The glass won't take a Prometheus explosion. Blast yourself and exit.
Thank you for telling me what to do. It's not like I could have figured this out myself or anything. I mean, it's not obtuse like some parts of Unreal, like that one puzzle where you have to find the one fucking face that's sticking out an inch or a pixel further than the other ones and run into it to push it. But yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of the fact that in that pointless tutorial, all your controls were locked except for, you know, this slide combo until you completed the, or rather until the text came on screen to tell you that you can do it. I mean, that's pretty bullshit. Also, no quick save, quick load. Checkpoint only. Old school, right?
Things as volatile as my axe.
Refined orange promethium can output absurd quantities of raw energy, while the blue variant is raw and largely harmless. Responds only to high-pressure buildup.
So does my axe.
I know I'm bragging on the whole old school thing a lot, but I mean, really, it's understandable and reasonable, right? I mean, you're gonna call your game old school. It better goddamn be old school.
Okay. I cannot believe I'm doing this. My name is Karen Matheson. I'm the chief scientist assigned to oversee the Prometheus 1 project by the United Earth Council. I'm 35. No, that's irrelevant. I am an MIT grad. I majored in nanoscience. Got involved with the UE space program straight out of college. Well, they have been paying for my education since my freshman year. And this is what I wanted, so... Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But to be honest, if you're looking for something with more scientific merit, dear listener, I'd say you're a little bit fucked. Not only Major Tom is lonely up in space.
Cool story. Right, so anyway, well, to be honest, a lot of what I was doing there was testing the positional audio system, since I've noticed that it really kind of sucks in a lot of new games. Also, it looks a little buggy. Some weird depth of field effect combined with this overlay. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to advertise your game as being designed to be more old school and hardcore than, you know, the casual, lead you by the nose sort of shit that gets passed off as quality these days, there are going to be high expectations for that. And you can't just make it slightly less hand-holding than, you know, Call of Duty and say that, call it good. Same goes for this whole score thing. 'Cause I know Bulletstorm tried to do that as well, and I honestly thought Bulletstorm was just dog shit. And I know that's not going to be a popular opinion, because apparently some people like that game for some reason, but... I mean, sure, having Steve Blum as the voice of the main character is pretty cool in itself. But that doesn't really make up for the bland gameplay, the immature writing, and frankly, the lazy programming for the friggin' display. I mean, I'll be honest, if your idea of handling resolutions that are not 16 by 9 is simply letterboxing 16 by 9 into your chosen resolution, I'm just going to call you a lazy fucking engine designer and leave it at that. Whoops. Just rode my way to get over there. Oh well. I have no idea what these are.
Found bonus.
Hooray!
Use the elevator to ascend.
Old school gaming, right? Light by the nose fucking everywhere. Stuck in a barrel. Yeah, man. I will say again, this, despite the complaints and not entirely living up to its, you know, self-proclaimed old school stylings, it is a pretty fun game. It isn't horrendously restrictive like, say, a Call of Duty clone. Boom. It's better than Rogue Warrior, so it's got that going for it. Again, what am I saying? That's not exactly a high bar to pass. At all. Hey, stop blowing shit up, man. That's my job.
Double trouble.
Well, no, I suppose there is some actual benefit to ADS. In terms of accuracy of your weapon, possibly. Unless that's simply, you know, a visual thing. Like it doesn't have any real effect. Cool, dynamic. That's dynamically breakable. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. What's the word? Aesthetical. Right. So unless the narrowing of the crosshairs is purely aesthetical, it does look like there is some benefit to ADS beyond, you know, zooming in for better, easier aiming. I guess my entire point with that whole ADS thing is that there's not a trigger between laser accuracy and not able to hit the broadside of a barn from 2 inches away from it.
Racking up the numbers. Fine. I'll play ball.
Like a Call of Duty clone would do. Well, I gotta say, I'm glad I haven't died yet. Maybe it's because I'm not playing on Brutal right now. Because, goddamn. Brutal is genuinely difficult, which is a good thing. But I'm just refraining from playing on Brutal, namely because when I tested, I just died every couple seconds. And that would be fun, especially considering I don't have much time to edit anymore. Compared to before. Oh, hello. Okay, here's another complaint. Checkpoint doors prevent access to previously explored areas. Which I think is total bullshit and should not be part of level design, period. Now I can't backtrack for any equipment.
Up top, spray the explosives on the catwalk.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Double trouble.
Ha! Something about explosives on the catwalk.
Tag the Prometheum barrel near the glass window.
So it's basically like a singularity gun. Alright. Thanks, game. I wouldn't have been able to tell that there was a barrel there next to the glass if you hadn't marked it for me. Because, you know, I'm blind, obviously. What? I did not want to do that.
Nice.
I wanted to reload.
Bonus.
Alright, I found all the bonuses. That wasn't exactly hard. I presume that it's going to get more difficult as time goes on.
Asteroid Deimos 875. It's where we are now, by the way. A bit of history is in order, I suppose. No one really knows who spotted it first, since UE engineers hardly ever get credit for their work. You know, it's all a collaborative effort for the good of mankind and all that. We've known for quite some time that a single, extremely rare isotope of promethium, dubbed NX-01, exists on this rock. What's so special about it? Without going into too much detail, a cupful can power a million-citizen city for a month. We barely get a whiff of it to date, and now Deimos is finally in our reach.
Interesting. I also recall seeing this, and it seems like I've got something unlocked. At this point, I think that'll be useful. So, hooray, perks. Just what any game needs. RPG mechanics and perks, hooray. Let's... Fuck that. Kind of reminds me of how the remake of Flashback had RPG mechanics just kind of lazily thrown in. You know, I guess apparently that's a mandate of modern gaming. Whew. Anyway. Personally, I think it's less egregious in this case because it's not taking a pre-established franchise that didn't have these things and tossing it in like, you know, Crytek did when they decided that they wanted to start making console games instead of a proper Crysis sequel.
They're pretty busy moving the promethium around. I wonder why they don't just organize transport back home.
That's what we're gonna find out.
I wonder if these doors are designed to be hidden, load screens. Well, in that case, clearly not, but whatever. Right, not bad. No deaths so far. 21 minutes. Could fit that into one video.